Today we are going through Matrix 9, interface, and how to set up keyboard shortcuts. So let's get started. Hi everyone, this is Mahir from MA Bidaza. Today I'm going to walk you through interface and some keyboard shortcuts. We begin with interface. So we have perspective, looking down, through finger, and side view. If you click on the right mouse button, you will have rotation. If you click Ctrl and right mouse button, you will zoom, shift, and right mouse, you will pan. Here we have some options. You can choose, these are for shading. And here down, if you want to change the perspective to other type of view, then you can choose it from here. Double click, it will expand. Double click, it will come back as it is. So here we have the history icons. So whatever tools you choose from here, it will all store up. So if you want to come back to it and use it again, then you can choose it from here. This one is for undo and redo. Here we have some menus. These are for saving and import. If you don't want to choose it from here, you can go up to file. So then we come to view. Here if you want to put a picture, so let's choose a picture, let's say this one. You can open any picture that is JPEG. TIFF will also work. So see, you can place the picture here, for example, and then work on your design. So delete. Here we have other options for the view. We have here the utilities. This one will show us the face direction. Then we have here measurements. Then we come here, we have the tool shelf. If you want any tool from here, or put them in the first shelf, which is faster for you. For example, here this one is empty. We click Ctrl and left mouse button. So this menu editor will pop up. We have these tools are next to each other. So we move it here and we change this. So then we click on update, then save, and we close. So now everything has been updated. So then we move on to the tools here. This one is for duplicate. If, for example, if we have this cube, we click on duplicate from here to here. So to confirm, you either click enter or right mouse button. Next are these two to show the curve points. For example, we have this curve. So we want to see the points of this curve. You can click here, and then these are the curve points. Then we can move them. The other tool have a different effect. So it's this way. Most of the tools here, you will have information about what this tool can do. So for example, this one for mirror, this one for move, rotate, explode, join, split, trim, and ring. Here we have the shading. So for example, let's have a sphere, and let's look on the perspective. So if we change the shading to pen, so as you can see, it's like drawing on a piece of paper. This one is for blueprint, and here you have more options to choose from. This one is to turn off and on between wireframe and the shade. Here we have snaps. So in Rhino, you have your snaps at the bottom. Here you have them all on the shelf. For example, let's have a circle, a curve, Okay, here because we have activated the end and middle, it means the snapping will be to the end and the middle. Here we have only end and mid in a circle, then we have end, mid, end, and here we have the same. If we activate mid of a circle, quad, so this is the mid of a circle, and then we have the quad. Here we have also mid in the cube, but we don't have quad. This one is near, as you can see it's locking to near. Then if you activate, for example, the end while you are near, then it will give you end. This one is for point, it shows you points. You have points, for example, let's show the points of this square. Let's choose again the curve. See, now it shows end and point. This one is for intersect. For example, I have this curve that's intersecting this cube. We click on escape to go out of the edit point. So see, okay, this is the mid, this is the mid, but we did not activate the intersect. Now it says int for intersect. This one is for tangent, and tangent only work on a circle. Then we have perpendicular, and it works on, let's see, can we get it? We can have it on curve. This is here. Yeah, so because it needs a 90-degree angle, so here is not giving us, see, this is a 90-degree angle here. So these are the O snaps, and this is how we use them. If you don't want to, if you want to deactivate the O snaps, just click on here, this button, it will turn them off. This is the history. For example, let's say we have this surface. Let's build this curve here. So choose this one, sweep one, choose the second curve, right click for confirming, or you press enter. Okay, now if we show the point, remove this point, see, now the whole surface changes shape. Why? Because the history is being activated. So however you want, you can manipulate the surface through the curve and by activating the history. Once you check out the history, now there is no history. So I just keep it turned off. When I need it, then I will turn it on again. Here comes the layers. So for example, you have these objects and you want to put each one on a layer. You want to hide this line, so you can just put it on the red. Now it's red. If you click on this button here, then it's hidden. If you want to lock it, you want to keep it there but lock it, so you choose this lock. So now you cannot select it at all. Next come the projects. These are some projects that I have saved. It's a quick save and it's very useful. For example, we have all these objects. We just select them and click on this arrow. Now they are all saved here. So anytime you want to come back to them, one click and they are here. If you click again, they will be added on top. See, so you have to, if you click again. Next come the file and properties. Now we are talking about keyboard shortcuts. this one is for the render. Let's cancel, come to render and render setting here. So this is the default render resolution in the render setting. So these are the default. So what I normally do is that I change it 1080 1080. So I leave it on this. Maybe I want to post it on Instagram, so this is the resolution that Instagram accept. If you put it higher, then Instagram will go and trim it for you, so you don't lose your image. So better to set it from here. For me, I find it easy to have a keyboard shortcut. For example, instead of coming to perspective, clicking and clicking back again and looking down, then I have to come to curve and choose something from here. So it's easier to have a shortcut. So this is what my set of shortcuts. Let's start with F1, and I always use it for zoom to select. Scroll down and see is there any zoom to select. If there is no that shortcut, then we come to aliases and we choose it from here. So zoom to selected, Ctrl+C, copy, come here to the help and Ctrl+V, Ctrl+V. So now every time I click on F1, it will zoom to the object that I have selected. Then come F2 is for point on. So point on is here. Ctrl+C, Ctrl+V. Next, F4, I use it for maximizing the viewport. Maximize viewport. Ctrl+C, Ctrl+V. Let's check anything else. Yes, we have Ctrl+G is for group, and I will put Ctrl+U for on group, because the on group you have to Ctrl+Shift+G, so that's too long. Ctrl+C, where is Ctrl+U? It's here. Ctrl+V. Another thing is mouse. Okay, we copy this one to keyboard and put it here instead of F6. Ctrl+V. Okay, so now every time you click F6, these actions will pop up. Come back to the properties. What I'm gonna put here is ProjectToCPlane. Ctrl+X, Ctrl+V, and here we have zoom selected again. Let's go back to the mouse. We want run this macro 0,0,0. So now if we hit middle mouse button, now it's locked to the center of the grid. Everything has been set for the keyboard shortcut and for our mouse, for us to use the middle mouse button to have the center of the grid. And another thing which I want to edit is the appearance, color, and the background. Just give it a little bit brighter. Okay. Then we will wrap up this tutorial. Please, if you have any question, leave it in the comment below. Like, share, and subscribe for new tutorials. In the next tutorial, I will be talking about the curves, surface, and solid. I will be talking about them in details. We will start drawing and building objects, and see you next time. Thank you very much.